Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. This is hot off the presses from Bodybuilders Without Borders, his Instagram page. He just made this post. And food for thought, Goat Fitness. He was the one that he actually sent me the post. I was flipping through. I may or may not have seen it. I follow so many of these bodybuilding channels. So thank you, Goat Fitness, for sending me this post. So hot off the presses, guys. The Boston Pro just this weekend, March 12th. Excitement, excitement. There's going to be shows from here on in, guys. I promise you I'll be covering all of them. And just because I love you guys, I figured I would announce the lineup. I just seen this post, but I figured I would announce all these guys. Look at the competitors list, oh my soul. And I will give you my predictions, my top 9 predictions. Oh my goodness, guys, look through these names. Number 1, William Bonac. I mean, that sells itself. The Boston Pro, people are going to be wanting to watch this show just to see maybe the best of William Bonac. Perhaps the uncrowned, we won't get into that. He placed second at this past weekend's Arnold's Classics. Then you got Max Charles. I mean, what can I say about Max Charles? Did he drop the ball at the Arnold Classic? No, I think he looked fantastic. In fact, his back was improved. Look at this. This is the best of Max Charles. The 2022 Arnold Classic was one of the tightest lineups that you're gonna see. So Max Charles, I mean, in a smaller show like this, yeah, he could do some damage. So no, I'm not counting out Max Charles whatsoever. But like I said, I will give you my predictions. Next, we have Phil Claher. Look, guys, Phil Claher. Or Clahar? Is it Clahar? I think it's Clahar. I apologize. Very excited to see this guy back on the stage. He competed last year. The Tampa, what did he place? Second at the Tampa? He placed third maybe at the Texas. Anyway, he was on fire last year, so look for him to definitely do some damage. This guy has a serious back development. Take a look at the lat insertions, and not to mention, he brings the conditioning as well. So Claher is definitely somebody not to be overlooked. Next on the list, we have none other, and I'm so excited to see this guy. This is Samson Dauda. One of my favorites, guys. One of my favorites. So excited. I brag about this. I placed him third at the Arnold. Everybody laughed at me. Oh, he's not going to place that high. Are you kidding? Look at the size of this guy. He's a beast. All he lacked was that extra thickness. And it was obvious by his Instagram pictures. He had that on there. I mean, you can't always tell, but I could tell. He was looking massive. So I put him third, and hey, he placed fourth. What the heck? What the heck? Pretty close. Pretty close. Definitely going to be in that first call out. And this one, I would say, this is Douglas Frouchet. What a fantastic physique that this guy has. I was impressed with him at the Texas. I believe he placed, hold on a second, he placed 10th at the Texas. He also competed at the Tampa, placing 11th. I think the judges overlooked this guy. I really hope they give him a once-over. I mean, look at the conditioning that this guy brought. This is a 10th place physique? I don't know. Look at the traps on the dude, too. He's obviously a powerhouse, but look at the strided glutes. Judges like strided glutes. Have a look at Douglas Frouchet and give him a fair placing. Of course, with guys like Regan Grimes hanging around, it's going to be tough for anybody. I mean, sure, what did Regan place? 7th at the Arnold? But as we all know, guys, that was one of the tightest from 7th to even 8th. All the way to 1st place. It was a tight competition. And Regan Grimes, he did not drop the ball. Brett Wilkin did not drop the ball. All those guys, they brought more than decent packages. I mean, this physique is going to do some damage at the Boston Pro. I can't wait. Just as excited, guys. Just as excited for this event. Telling you right now. Next, we have Justin Mackey. Now, I was impressed with him, much like your Douglas Frouchets in his couple of outings that I did see him in. But unlike Frouchet, the question, hey, don't get me wrong, Justin Mackey, he has awesome, outstanding shape. I mean, look at these lats. But the question for him is, will he be in condition? He obviously didn't have that thin skin, things of that nature that your Douglas Fouché had. So it's good if it is a battle between them two guys. I'd have to go with Douglas, but I don't know, man. Do not count this guy out. He has a beautiful physique. Look at the abs and thigh. And food for thought, I was checking out his Instagram, and it looks like he is in better condition. Of course, we will have to wait and see him on stage to make a true analysis on his physique. Next, we have Islam Mohammed. And this guy's got a decent physique, more than decent. I mean, he's got a big, thick, full chest, nice big arms, and when you turn him around, it looks like he has all the muscle in the world, lat insertions, decent condition. I mean, a little layer of water, get rid of that. But the thing about him is, it looks like he's crouching his shoulders back when he's hitting a rear lat spread. I think maybe he needs some help with his posing. I think if he tweaked one or two things, this guy could get in the hunt. This guy could be a serious contender. Last but not least, we have Justin Rodriguez. Much like Samson Dauda. These are two of my favorites. Two of my favorites of the newcomers. I mean, this guy's a beast. And when you turn him around and look at that back, now that's a big old back. You look at the comparisons, him between the other guys, and he was just so large in those back shots. Dwarfing anybody. So, that is it, guys. That's your top 9 at the bar, your list of 9, your competitors. Now, I will give you my top 9 predictions, beginning with, of course, to create anticipation, 9th place. And in 9th, we have Islam Mohammed. No disrespect meant to this guy. Hey, these are prediction videos. Prove me wrong. At least the pressure's off if you're not predicted to win the show. And in 8th place, we have Justin Mackey. Much like Islam, hey, no disrespect meant to these guys, but it is realistically going to be a very competitive show. And I think it'll be a battle between Islam, Justin, and the guy I have in 7th. And this is Douglas Fouché. I think that conditioning could get him into that top 6 with all of them big names. So, hey, just ask Phil Claher. Placing high in some of these shows, some of these smaller shows, or even winning some of these shows can do wonders for your name. So make Douglas Fouché a household name. Why not? And if he can get a victory over the guy I have in 6th, which is Max Charles, he will be. People will definitely be taking him seriously. But I just don't think Max Charles is ready to hang up the little tiny posing trunks just yet. And he could be battling the guy that I have in 5th, which is Phil Claher. I know. I had him as high as 2nd when I was doing my predictions. So definitely look out for Phil Claher. I just think he's going up against some lions that are incredibly hungry. And I think Claher is hungry as well. Just needs a couple of shows to get get the ball rolling a little bit further and faster and harder. In 4th place, we have Regan Grimes. And there you go, Phil Claher to be picked right next to a guy like Regan Grimes. I mean, this guy, people talk about him like he's a future Mr. Olympia champion. So definitely no shame in being predicted 5th or 4th. And in 3rd place, I get disappointed what did I set this one up wrong? Samson could win this show. Very disappointing. But this is how it is, guys. This is where I think that he will land at this show. I think he peaked and just boom, he nailed it at the Arnold's Classics. Can he do that 2 weeks in a row? I don't know. Gonna be tough. In 2nd place, I have Rodriguez. Justin Rodriguez. And hey, I would be just as happy if Samson placed, hey, first, or if Justin won this show, two of my favorites. And to be honest with you, Diane, the first day at the Arnold Classic, Justin Rodriguez, he may have been placing ahead of Samson. And this is going to be, I assume, a one-day show. But the two-day show thing really helped out Samson Dauda. But I think it may have not been quite so flattering to Justin Rodriguez. So, like I said, guys, a one-day show. I think Justin might edge out your Samson Dauda. But look for this show to be very competitive. Your top 4, 5, maybe even, I don't know, your top 5 guys going to be tight. And here is your winner. And this is a situation, guys, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I'm just as excited for the Boston Pro as I am for the Arnold's Classic. This is a chance for your William Bonac to bring perhaps his very best ever package. I mean, think about it, guys. Everybody was counting him out because of his fairly low Olympia placing. You know, people were writing him off. And now, after his controversial second place, sometimes it's better to place second than first. You get more fans, more momentum. Bring this package. Hey, he beat Big Ramy at the 2020 Arnold's. He could go into the Olympia and spoil everybody's plans. The spoiler. And he could be truly the conqueror. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Anyway, he's going to win the Boston Pro. Hit thumbs up on the video. Let me know your top 9 or maybe your top 5 or 6, whatever you guys think. Have a great day.